This.
So now this is a natural cooker to boil the medicine from the plants. And basically the sun beams down on the pot, gets the water hot. The pot is black, so it absorbs sun. And then the sun's rays reflect off the metal and come up under as well. So the water boils, and then the plants boil.
So in case you have anything you have quit, definitely it boils. And then you get whatever liquid you want to get. Because most of these plants, in most cases, we take as tea. You boil, get the liquid out of it, it's what you drink. So instead of cutting trees for charcoal, firewood, we would rather use this. It is eco-friendly. It does not have any impact on the environment, not even to people. Because really, there is no way it impacts negatively on a human being. So we will really advise people to use this.
So let me ask you this. What kind of illnesses can the plants around here that you boil and make tea out of, what kind of illnesses can they heal?
We have, there is this one for, first time I thought it did not have so much interest. We have this pelwinko. Pelwinko is for hypertension, high blood pressure. If someone has high blood pressure, you get this. You can break it the way it is, like this. You put it in a saucepan and you boil, then you get the liquid out of it and take. It's so good at high blood pressure, it will calm down. Only that what we normally tell people, you keep on going for tests. If you see it has gone back to normal, don't continue taking again, it will take it to low blood pressure. So still we have to advise them on how to use it. Then we have this one. We mix this one and we get this, we call that local quinine. Like quinine is a very good herb for malaria. So we get these ones. It is as hot as you, I don't know if you have ever tasted quinine.
No.
Quinine is too hot. It's not easy to swallow it. This is the same with this. So you boil this, you mix with that plant there, and it's very good at malaria. If you really have malaria and you have tested, you have it. In most cases, you have fevers, you have headache, you have lots of things. You feel so much cold, but then when you're having very high temperatures. So when you boil this and take, after some short time, you feel like sleeping. So when you sleep, you oversweat. You'll wake up when you're oversweating. So after you wake up, you can take a shower and you'll have very serious relief. If you had headache, it will go. If you had like fevers, you'll come back, down to the normal temperatures. So it is this one here. So we use most of these plants for different diseases. This is for stomach problems. Maybe if you mixed very many things, like people who, if there was some bit of food poisoning, you ate lots of things and the stomach starts like paining, you feel like you want to diurete or something, you boil this, or you need even not to boil, you can chew even dilect. So when you chew, get the liquid out of it and you swallow, you get relief. Then we have this one for measles in children. We normally call it touch me not. When you touch it, it will fold itself. You touch it, it will fold itself. It's called mimosa. That's the common name. But some people like so much calling it touch me not, because you touch it, it will fold itself. It's more like a defensive mechanism. So this one is good at measles in children. Here in Uganda, we have a challenge of measles as a disease, especially in children, infants. So it is one of the immunizable even diseases that we do have in Uganda. So they immunize it at 9 months. In case a kid gets measles, you get these ones and you boil. You get the liquid out of it or the tea out of it and you give the baby to take. By the next morning, this baby, all the rash of measles will have come out on the skin. It will be more like you see lots of rash, small things on the skin. So when it all comes out, the fever will go, because when it is still inside the body, the kid has a lot of fever. So the fever will go. So you get aloe vera. Aloe vera is here. You just get aloe vera and smear on the skin. We have aloe vera here. You might be knowing this.
Yes.
So with aloe vera, it is a very good skin cure, especially if you have scars. People who, here we have a disease called chicken pox. At times it also attacks children. So in case you have those scars, in case you have rash for measles, you just get this. This liquid is what is the medicine, the liquid that comes out of it. You smear on the skin. So if you had the rash, there's a liquid that comes out of it. We need to press it much. So if you have the rash, that rash there will clear slowly by slowly. And even if you had scars, they will go on disappearing just slowly by slowly. Then we have this one. This is a herb for snake bites. Down it, there is it's a so-called root. It's more like a root tuber. Down there, this stem comes from like an onion. You see the onion? Bit of it?
Yeah.
So if you're bitten by a snake, you get that thing which is like an onion. We call them wild onions. You get that, you pound it, you get the liquid and take. When you take, you'll vomit. And the more you vomit, the more poison comes out. So it's the first aid. Before we rush to the hospital and the what, we need to have some things like this to make sure that at least you get first aid before you reach the hospital. It may be too far, but at least if some poison can come out through the vomiting, which is very good. So we get this, we pound, we give you to take, and we get some liquid and we drop where the sting is. So as we rush you to the hospital, this is our first aid. So most of these, and that is a repellent for snakes, for people who have big compounds and you have a garden. You smell this.
Oh, strong. It's a weed?
So this is a very strong repellent for snakes. So if you have like a garden, a compound, and you have a big garden, we normally plant these on the sides, corners. So if snakes like wanted to come in and they smelled this, they will not come next to it. So it's a good repellent for snakes. So all plants that are here, medicines, this is good for headache, stomach problems. If you have headache, you can get this one here. You squeeze it like this. When you squeeze, you continuously squeeze, you'll get some liquid that comes out of it. So you press it like this and you let it go through the nose. So when it reaches like the brain, you start sneezing. When you sneeze, after some time, you'll get the headache will go. So these are herbs that our parents grew up using them, like to treat themselves even before we go to the medicines. Hospitals have just started reaching our villages, but people have been surviving on these and they're very normal. Remember, they don't have very many side effects like these tablets, the medical stuff that we use. So normally, we still trust these things. We don't have side effects. As long as you apply them appropriately, you don't have any problem. Then we have this tonella. I think like this one did a lot. I don't know if you have ever bought like a mosquito repellent. If you have ever, this is how it smells. Normally here we have a problem of mosquitoes.
Is that lemongrass?
Yeah, this is lemongrass.
Oh, that smells good.
This subspecies is called stonella. We have different lemongrass species. So this one is the one that repels mosquitoes. So we just squeeze this, get the oil out of it, we mix in gel. The repellent that we sell on the market comes from this. So this is the stonella that repels the mosquitoes.
It smells real good. It smells just like the stuff that you spray.
So we have lots of things here.